Welcome, the final ATD Baseball Podcast episode of 2023. Episode 58. Gang's all here. We're not changing the name at the beginning of the first like we've seen to be doing the last couple of years. So we will still be the ATD Baseball Podcast after this, but that's just a little dig there. I don't care. It's the final show of the year. Um, how are we doing today, guys?
I'm doing
How
great,
was your
personally.
Christmas?
Oh, it's very good. Very good. Appreciate everybody who got me some gifts. I got some nice stuff. I got my favorite gift, a pair of Jordan 1s. So I think I did all right with that. Wore them out one time and got a compliment right away, so love that for me.
Hey,
Kyle, how was your Christmas?
Not too bad, man. It was great. You can't really complain. The time off work, the wind down a little bit. You get to see some family members that you don't always see. No, it was great, man. I had a phenomenal Christmas.
I had a good Christmas. Santa Claus, hope Santa Claus was good to all you kids out there. Hope you guys got what you wanted. Hopefully nobody got coal in their stocking this year. Um, Good Christmas. Got to see the family. The thing I liked about it this year was that, and I heard some people say that it didn't really feel like Christmas this year just because Christmas Day was Monday, Christmas Eve was Sunday, and I don't know about you guys, but we had a big party with my family Saturday, the 23rd. So
Mm.
it felt like just another normal weekend. It's just you have Monday off too. Just felt like an extended weekend. So I heard some people say, it's Christmas, but it's not in the middle of the week like it's been in the past. So it just felt like another normal weekend, extended weekend. But Christmas was good. Got this beautiful hoodie I have on right now. LA Dodgers baseball. 1000 Vince Scully Avenue, the greatest street in the world, god damn it.
You got a little signing we didn't even get to discuss yet, too.
Yes. Great for baseball. Just want to remind everybody.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Of course, we're referencing a Yamamoto signing by the Dodgers, which happened last Friday, Thursday,
Thursday.
last Thursday. Okay, so
Yep.
we haven't been on since. No, we didn't come out here with a Christmas Day episode, but we're on here to talk about it now. So, of course, very varying opinions across the league about how good this signing was for baseball as a
Boo-hoo.
whole. Yeah, Mello, we all know how he feels about it, but
Cry me a fucking river.
go ahead, keep talking, Mello.
Dodgers, like I said, needed another starting pitcher. You probably need one more, but I like the signing. I've heard nothing but good things about Yamamoto in Japan. Great starting pitcher. Dodgers don't care. Dodgers do not care about their spending, and they don't care what other teams think about it. Not other teams. They don't care about what other teams' fan bases care about it. Let me rephrase that. I don't know what teams want us to do. It's like you just want us to not do anything and just, nibble around the bushes like we've been doing the last couple of years. That's not what the Dodgers wanted to do. And it's a big contract. I understand that. 12 years, that's a lot for a 25-year-old. I get that. And he's never pitched an inning in Major League Baseball. I get all that. But there's some opt-outs in there. If things go south or he wants to leave, he can in like 4 or 6 years. But I like it. Dodgers are addressing the issues that they needed to. Starting pitching. And they're not done yet. I don't think they are. I don't think they can go out and give Blake Snell $300 million. I don't think they can do that anymore. But I like the rumor bug going around. Shane Bieber and Emmanuel Clase. Let's get them. Come on, let's keep this going. I love how everybody's been crying and bitching for the last month. Oh, it's been fantastic to see all over the place. It's like, you can spend too. Dodgers are not the only one with a checkbook. Now it's maybe bigger than everybody else's, but you're getting mad at the wrong people. Tell your GM to start spending some money and making up some phone calls instead of sitting on his ass right now. Dodgers are being
It's
aggressive this offseason, and I love it.
it's true because every team can't afford to sign a $300 million deal. The Shohei Otani's deal, maybe not, but to sign a $300 million deal, yes, every team could afford it. Now, none of us know the pain of that because all of our teams have shelled out big contracts recently, and most or all of us multiple big contracts recently. So we've been blessed pretty good with that. But if you're one of these teams and you're complaining about the Dodgers, I guess there's a couple complaints. There's some people complaining about them building a super team, whatever you want to say. It's not against the rules to make your team better. And isn't that what you want your team to do? Isn't that what you want your GM to do too? Go out and make your team better? The Dodgers don't care if it's going to hurt your feelings that their team's better for 2024. I mean, if they're trying to win more games, they're trying to win a World Series. And, I mean, second to that is they're trying to make some money too. So they're doing all right at all of those. Your team could have signed Yamamoto. Your team could have traded for Tyler Glasnow. Your team probably could have traded for Mookie Betts back when he was available or signed Freddie Freeman. It's not anything that any team can't go out there and do. And like Mello said, you're complaining about the wrong people. Don't be hating on the Dodgers because they're able to do it. Be hating on your own GMs because they don't either have the balls to do it or their owners are too cheap. The owners are too cheap to do it. So there's sure, I don't like that the Dodgers are a great team right now, but it's not because I don't think it's fair. It's because I'm a Phillies fan and I want the Phillies to have the best chance to win the National League and to win the World Series next year. And I'm not going to complain about it and say it's not fair because guess what? I have Dave Dombrowski in my general manager's office, and I know that he's going to go out and he's going to sign somebody, whether it's Josh Hader, hopefully not Blake Snell, but maybe Blake Snell, and maybe he'll get some trade pieces too. I'm not worried about it. Congrats to the Dodgers. Good for them. That's my opinions on it. Kyle, you might be a little salty about this last signing though. I'm interested.
I'm not because it's like yes, would he have made the Yankees better? Of course he would have. But I'm not going to pay him 325 million. Let the Dodgers do that. That's the way I look at it only because the Yankees need starting pitching help, right? Obviously, that's a very visible thing. But when you look at what you're giving to Yamamoto, he has never once pitched in Major League Baseball. Never. And as a Yankee fan, shelling out a little bit more money for him versus Garrett Cole, who is your ace, who is probably going to go down as the greatest pitcher in your organization, I don't know. That I can see where the Yankees didn't want to give him more, but I'm also not mad because the Yankees gave him a reasonable offer. They gave him that 300 million that he was kind of looking for. He wanted to be in LA. He wanted to be a Dodger. So be it. Now, going to the money spending part, I understand why fans are mad. I get it. But like you guys both just reiterated, how is it the Dodgers' fault that your GM ain't spending? That's it's not Andrew Friedman's job to tell Brian Cashman, Dave Dombrowski, or all these other GMs like, hey, I'm gonna go spend this money, so you better do it first. That's not gonna happen. So stop being mad at the Dodgers because they can afford it. That's just how it is. They're in a big market. And if you don't like it, you either got to deal with it or you can jump ship. Go go become a fan of one of these big market teams. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm okay with it just because I'm a Yankee fan. That's kind of what we've been accustomed to our entire lives. And another thing, there's no guarantee that the Dodgers are going to win the World Series. I don't give a shit if they go out and get Shane Bieber and Emmanuel Clase. They can have the best team on paper that MLB has ever seen. And guess what? Once the postseason comes, anything can happen. I've been seeing the memes. Maybe they'll get knocked out by the Diamondbacks again. Who knows? Maybe the Reds. I don't know. But there's no guarantee that the Dodgers are going to win the World Series this year. So I understand why you're mad at the fact that your GM is not spending, but don't be mad at the Dodgers for doing it. They have the money to do it. They're trying to put the best product on the field that they can, and they're doing a pretty damn good job at it. That's my 2 cents.
And I'm gonna double down on those teams that can't afford to spend because they already hate me already. So I'm just gonna double down on it. The difference between you and me is that my team is gonna get a crack at it every single year. Postseason's a crapshoot. There's no guarantee you're gonna win, like Kyle just said. But I'm always gonna get a bite at the apple. You're not. You're getting mad at the wrong people. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at the Dodgers. Be mad at your GM that doesn't want to spend any money, or your owner that doesn't want to invest any money into this team. And the Dodgers are going to choke next year anyway, so what's the problem? What's the problem? You can't have it both ways. You can't bitch and say that the Dodgers spend and that they're buying a team, a championship team, but then you say, oh, well, they'll choke anyways. Pick a lane. Which one is it? Can't have both.
Well, that's what the majority of fans are thinking right now. 49% are saying it's not fair that the Dodgers are building a super team right now. The other 48% are saying that, oh, well, good for them for spending so much money on a guy who's never pitched a game in Major League Baseball. And the other 1% are Dodgers fans, or 2% are Dodgers fans. So I think that, yeah, it's a lot of money to go out and give a guy who's never pitched at Major League Baseball, but he has a track record to show in Japan that he's been their best pitcher for quite a few years in a row, and historically, it transfers over pretty well. Yu Darvish has been at his peak was a dominant pitcher in Major League Baseball here, and he was great in Japan too. So we've seen it other times, but of course, it's a lot to go out and become the highest paid pitcher in Major League history, having not thrown a pitch ever in Major League Baseball. So we'll see, but good for the Dodgers for trying to get better. They're not satisfied with losing to the D-backs in the NLDS. You're not satisfied with winning 100 games consistently and winning the NL West. I mean, I guess part of the pitch, whether it was corny and cliche or not, but part of the pitch to Shohei was that the last couple years have been a failure because they've only won the NL West and haven't won the World Series. Which, I mean, sure, every organization should be talking like that. Now, whether they genuinely meant that or not, who knows? But yeah, I mean, hey, good for the Dodgers. And if they go out and trade for Class A and Shane Bieber, every other team has the possibility to do that too. Your GM doesn't want to give up the prospects. Your GM doesn't want to trade the players. So I don't know what to tell you. Be mad at your GM. That's pretty much it. I mean,
hang on. We got some breaking news right now.
Yeah, I think we do.
From Jeff Passan, right-hander Lucas Giolito and the Red Sox are in agreement on a 2-year, $38.5 million deal that includes an opt-out after the first season, sources tell ESPN. So there you go.
Wow.
Teams are willing to spend. I didn't know that. Wow. There you go. Thank you, Red Sox, for proving my point. Or all of our points.
I mean, this affects one of us mostly.
Not really.
I
mean,
shot, but I like it.
Listen, I'm gonna keep this very short and sweet. If I'm glad to see that the AL East is once again trying to compete with, or I'm sorry, the Red Sox are trying to compete with the rest of the AL East. That's cool. That's cool. I like that, but
can't even say it with a straight face.
They needed the pitching, so go for it. Why not?
Sort of feels like paying for innings. Giolito's not a super high-end pitcher.
Now listen. At his peak, he can be. He can
be pretty good. I don't know that he's an elite pitcher though. At his best,
borderline.
Okay. Well, to be fair, we haven't seen him being elite in the last season. So
That is true. Yeah.
we saw him get traded to the Angels and then get put on waivers by the Angels. So that tells you how good of a pitcher he was last season once he got traded to the Angels. And then the Guardians picked him up, I think. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, good for the Red Sox. That was probably literally the biggest signing that's happened other than Yamamoto. We had a couple little ones in between there. Kyle Trent, IKF, headed up to Toronto.
Toronto finally gets their two-way player. Congrats.
Exactly. Yes, congrats to them. Couple other small signings. Martin Maldonado, I think, was finalizing a deal with the White Sox.
Yes.
Mitch Garver signed with the
Mariners.
Mariners, yes, I was right about that. Other than that was pretty much it. Not a lot of big signings happened recently. So we figured we would take the second half of the show, seeing as it is, like Mello said, the last episode of 2023, to look back on the MLB season and sort of around the Diamonds 2023.
State of the Union.
Yes, exactly. State of the Union. So we got lots of great things coming in 2024, but we're going to take a quick look back at 2023. So I don't know if we want to give some of our favorite baseball moments from 2023 or some of our... I'm not really sure where we're going with this, but if somebody has somewhere they want to start, go right ahead. Anybody? Mello?
I mean, going to Arizona, that was pretty damn fun. That
It was.
we still talk about that trip to this day. And for you people that are at home listening, it's like you got to understand something. That was the first time that we were all together in one place, because we all live in different parts of the country. That was a game changer for us. It was our chance to see, all right, like these guys do exist, number one. And number two, these guys are pretty damn cool to be around. And it needed to happen. If we wanted to continue to grow at Around the Diamond, we eventually needed to break that barrier and meet in person. And we did that in Arizona, and we had so much fun. From going to World Baseball Classic games to seeing Joe Blow on the street and everything, getting in and out for the first time, it was fun. I had a great time. That's probably my personal favorite of the year that we did.
Absolutely. It was really a game changer and momentum. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Whoa.
Monumental. That's what I'm looking for. Monumental
Go.
Step for Around the Diamond. Seeing as, like Mello said, we all met in person for the first time. We literally established a tradition that we didn't even know we were starting then. Because guess what? We're going to spring training in 2024 down in Florida. So we're hopefully going to be starting this tradition of going to spring training every single spring now too. And like Mello said about breaking down that wall of getting together in person. Now you've probably noticed in some of our videos, Kyle and I have been together in person recently. And guess what? It makes a world of a difference for the videos that we're putting together and putting out for you guys. So yes, that was huge for Around the Diamond. Great trip. Lots of fun there. And even going to the Hall of Fame in July, I think it was June or July. Great time there as well. Us three together up in Cooperstown. Just a second rendition of that. Yes, Mello flew for the first time. So
yes, Air Mello.
He survived. Well, I mean, hey, I flew for the first time when I went out to Arizona.
There you go.
So we knocked those off. Kyle was just a regular. He was flying so much before then.
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah, no, I mean,
he got on the plane. He was like, "This is a first class. What the hell is this?"
I think, I think 2023 was a big step for us, and I think it was something that had to happen, like you said, Mello. I mean, meeting you guys for the first time, I thought that was such a cool moment, and then I had the personal privilege to pick up Mello from the airport for his very first
Yes.
time on the East
Yes.
Coast. You know, welcoming in Mello to my house and you know, driving up to Cooperstown, meet with you, Matt. Yeah, I mean, 2023 was great. I thought it was something monumental, very very cool. Um, very excited for 2024. I'll tell you that.
For sure. Around the Diamonds, safe to say we had a good 2023. All right,
Yes.
just keep that in mind. It means a couple different things, but it means that we doubled our following on Instagram, which is our primary platform. Over doubled it now. We're sitting at like 21,000. So I think we're doing all right with that. Of course, lots of great growth recently. Our video quality has taken a huge step up, literally with bringing cameras into the game instead of recording on our iPhones for you. So you're welcome for that. Um, more camera content coming at you soon, according to Mello.
Yes. I am a professional photographer now.
Yes, he
I
is.
will in 2024. I will be doing sporting events, birthdays, and
Oh,
funerals. So if you need me to be at your funeral, at your birthday, at your wedding, or a sporting event, you let me know. I got a camera right here, and I will be glad to take pictures.
there you go. So,
Yes.
of course, more high quality content coming at you in terms of what resolution we're recording in, but also in terms of I think we're doing a lot better. And if you look back at some of our posts we put out at the beginning of 2023, the quality of just what we were doing, like the videos we were making compared to now, worlds better. We've had two videos recently just pop off for 75,000 plus views on Instagram, and yes, doubling our followers, like I said, is massive. Hopefully, lots more growth in 2024 with implication of some YouTube stuff, hopefully, and all kinds of different avenues of content maybe coming at you. We'll see. Um, but yeah, really was a great year for Around the Diamond.
It was. And going back to the two trips that we went to, I got credentials for the World Baseball Classic. That was so much fun. I have videos and pictures and stuff that the average person doesn't get the opportunity to. I know that sounds. I know how it sounds. That's not how I meant it. But
Shots fired at
again,
me and Kyle.
no, 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 no shots, no shots fired. But then we all got credentials at the Hall of Fame. That was pretty cool. We got to go in the museum for free and
Yeah.
literally take as much time as we wanted to look at everything. And we got to see Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland literally in person in a small, well, not a small, but like in a big gymnasium. But it was just a small group of us in there, and they were just asking them questions. We were, checking it out, and it was a cool experience. So shout out to Major League Baseball for giving us the opportunities.
Yes.
I'll say for 2024, listen, we'd love to get credentials for all this stuff, and we will be applying, but credentialed or not, we're probably going to be taking more than 2 trips this year, just to let
Yes.
everybody know,
Yes.
okay? I mean, it's not just going to be spring training in Cooperstown. I'm really hoping for a lot more trips expanding and a lot more content coming at you guys. So we really appreciate you guys tuning in and helping us out. Because listen, the more of you that follow us, the more legit we seem to whoever decides whether we can get credentials or not. Whatever their criteria is, it's just a mystic book that nobody has ever seen before. So we're not exactly sure, but yes, just appreciative. I think that's a
Yes.
word. Yes, very thankful. That's the better word. Very thankful for everybody who's tuned in and listened to our podcast. We've seen growth with that too. Watched our videos on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok.
Love all
Uh,
the comments.
Yes.
Yes.
well,
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Love all the comments.
love
Whether
them or
they're
hate
meant to
them.
hurt us or to make us feel better. We appreciate it.
love them or hate them, they help us out at the end of
Yes.
the day. So we appreciate you helping us out, whether you commented something hateful or you commented something really nice to us, which of course we've seen those too. So we appreciate that. But yeah, we wanted to put a bow on 2023 and check in with you guys one more time before we head into the new year. But yes, lots of great things coming at you in 2024. You guys got anything else you want to add?
I think we did around the diamond. But what were some of your favorite moments in the baseball season?
Baseball season.
I'll get the ball rolling. Jose Ramirez knocking out Tim Anderson.
Yes, that was a good one.
Michael Lorenzen's no hitter against the Nationals. That's
I like
just
that.
something for me. Kyle, I'm sure you can piggyback off the event that happened. Maybe not the person himself, but at least the historical
Yes.
event that happened for you.
Yes.
Domingo Herman in his perfect game against the Oakland Athletics. Oh man, how could I forget? Yes, that was definitely up there. And honestly, I also think this is kind of cliche, kind of whatever, but the Texas Rangers winning their first World Series, I thought that was pretty cool. Kind of steamrolling through the playoffs there. I mean, I didn't pick them. I didn't pick them at all. I thought they were getting knocked out every round, so that's something that I kind of go back on. Diamondbacks, they were such a fun team this past season.
Eh.
Well, Mello, that's why your team is spending now.
Damn right. No, they were fun.
Yes, they were a very fun team. Yeah, I think it was a very cool baseball season to look back on.
I think the National League breaking the curse and winning the All-Star game this year, actually.
Yes.
About time.
Yes.
Now, granted, not a very fun All-Star game on a whole. Shout out Elias Diaz for your one home run. That was probably the most valuable home run you hit all season long. Sorry, Rockies fans.
Whoa.
It did not mean that much this year in Colorado.
Craig Kimbrell shut it down for the National League.
Yeah, thank goodness he shut that game down. He used all of his saves before we got to the NLCS.
Oh.
Just trying to think some other top moments from the season.
World Baseball Classic, Trey Turner Grand Slam.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Quarterfinal.
Yep.
I may have said something in the group chat that we will not repeat on this, but I think the moment got to me a little bit there.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
my personal favorite moment is when the Yankees finally decided to DFA Josh Donaldson. Get him out of pinstripes. I thought that was a pretty monumental time in Yankee history.
What? I thought you were going to go with now batting, number 99, the captain. Not Derek Jeter, Aaron Judge.
Oh.
The captain.
Yes. Now, if I'm being serious, I will say opening day. For those of you who do not know, I was at the Yankees opening day with a good buddy of ours. He, obviously it's the first game that Judge came back when, after signing his contract, being named captain. And I also got to see Anthony Volpe's Major League debut, which I thought was pretty cool. So I think for me, top moment was definitely opening day.
I mean, even watching opening day from home this year kind of hit different for me. Work, I should say. Work/home. I don't know. It just felt different this year. It was a great opening day, whether it was I was more tuned in than normal or what, but Phillies got off to a terrible start to the season, losing to the eventual World Series champions in the first, getting swept in that series, and then losing to whoever else they lost to.
That was after that, you lost 2 out of 3 to the Yankees.
Okay, there it was. So, yeah, we didn't win a game for the first 5 games or 6 games of the season. So, love that for us. But it all turned around and felt pretty good. Probably favorite moment, knocking off the Braves in the NLDS back-to-back seasons. Sorry, NL East crown means nothing to me if you're going to lose to us in the NLDS each year.
I
So
love it.
that's what I got to say. That's my probably personal favorite moment.
Oh man, favorite for people that don't know this, I have a regular job at Dodger Stadium. So I finished my second year there, so that was pretty fun. Um, man, we had multiple fun nights. You know, we had different bobblehead giveaways, theme night, Laker night, Kings night. We had LeBron bobblehead. That was fun.
You had lots of fun theme nights, didn't you, Mello?
Yes, we did, and we don't need to get into the one that was made the most headlines. We don't need to do that again. I said this to Matt the episode when we did that. You want to know more about that incident or what happened that day? You go to the network that ends with the N, or you go to the network that ends with the S. You can find all the information there, or you can go on Instagram and you can find it in 2 seconds. Yeah, opening day was fun too. Dodgers had they were debuting these new lights that blink on and off and all that stuff that some of these new stadiums are starting to get. So that was cool. Um, man, it's hard. I'm trying to think because the Dodgers season ended so bad. Just trying to think of just a favorite Dodger moment at Dodger Stadium. They had some cool walk offs. Actually, you know what? It's not even what the team did. It was what they did on Fridays. Usually they have Friday night fireworks after every Dodger home game, but this year they implemented drone shows. And they were actually pretty fun. They had one for Fernando when he got his jersey number, which that's actually probably one of my other favorite ones too. Fernando finally getting his jersey number retired. They had a Kobe theme one in August for Lakers Day. That was cool. Um, Dodgers getting more creative with some of these theme nights and stuff, and they did the drone show, and it was a huge success. And I think they're bringing it back next year.
There you go. So yeah, I think pretty well that puts a bow on 2023 as a whole for Major League Baseball. Our favorite moments, top moments, and for Around the Diamond as a whole, I give you a little sneak peek without saying too much of what we're getting into for the 2024 season. We did break news, I guess, that we're going to spring training, but I mean,
Yes, and we will also be at a certain convention next summer too. 2 conventions next summer.
oh, that's right. Yes, we are. Yeah, this is sarcasm, people. Do not take this out of context. We're doing around the Oval Office. Yeah, I gotta get to the. Yep.
Yes.
We'll find everybody's political affiliation out soon once we get to the Democratic convention and the Republican convention. So we'll see. We'll see. You might hate us.
We'll see
more or
which
love
one
us
you
more.
guys like more. We'll see which one you guys like more.
Yep. We'll get into that in 2024, of course. So, but no, seriously, lots of more fun trips, more fun content, different kinds of content too coming at you. So appreciate everybody listening, especially the podcast listeners. I know it's a more select few that listen to the podcast. We do appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Shout out.
Yes, shout out for sure. We know some of our most loyal followers, so we appreciate them as well, and all the new ones that rolled in throughout the season as well. Appreciate it, and yeah, I think that's going to be it for the 2023 season, 2023 as a whole. We'll see you next year.
See you next year. And one more thing, Angel fans, I told you so. Happy New Year, Angel fans. We'll see you next year.